Therefore put in place several preventative measures. National Treasury issued regulations to ensure that emergency procurement of supplies and services meet the constitutional requirements of fairness, transparency, competitiveness, and cost-effectiveness. Regulations were put in place to prohibit unjustified price hikes and ensure availability of essential goods. Since the declaration of the national state of disaster, the Competition Commission has investigated well over 800 companies on excessive pricing. It has so far prosecuted or reached settlements with 28 companies, imposing penalties and fines of over 16 million rand. The Auditor General has also adopted special measures to safeguard funds committed to the fight against COVID-19. Special audits have been undertaken to detect and prevent misuse of these funds and to identify risks in the system. In addition to all these other measures, we have established in government a collaborative and coordinating center to strengthen the collective efforts among law enforcement agencies so as to prevent, detect, investigate, and prosecute COVID-related corruption. This center brings together 9 state institutions, and these are the Financial Intelligence Center, the FIC, the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, IPID, the National Prosecuting Authority, NPA, the Hawks, Criminal Intelligence, and the South African Police Service Detective Service, the South African Revenue Service, SARS, and the Special Investigating Unit, the SIU, and the State Security Agency, SSA. With an operational hub at the FIC, this center is currently involved in investigating allegations of corruption in areas such as the distribution of food parcels, social relief grants, the procurement of personal protective equipment and other medical supplies, as well as UIF special COVID scheme. At least 36 cases are currently at various stages of investigation and prosecution. We are determined that every instance of alleged corruption must be thoroughly investigated, that those who are responsible for wrongdoing should be prosecuted, and that all money stolen or overpriced should be recovered. In order to speed up and strengthen the process of dealing with corruption, I have today signed a proclamation authorizing the Special Investigating Unit, the SIU, to immediately investigate any unlawful or improper conduct in the procurement of any goods, any works, and services during or related to the national state of disaster in any state institution. This empowers the SIU to probe any allegation relating to the misuse of COVID-19 funds across all spheres of the state. If the SIU finds evidence of a criminal offense that has been committed, it is obliged and will be obliged to refer such evidence to the prosecuting authority. It is also empowered to institute civil proceedings for the recovery of any damages or losses incurred by the state. Now, to ensure that action is taken speedily, I will be getting interim reports on investigations every 6 weeks. The fight against the coronavirus pandemic is stretching our capabilities and resources to their limit. We are therefore determined that there should be no theft, no wastage, and no mismanagement of public funds. The consequences for those who break the law or bypass regulations will be very, very severe. The people of South Africa require nothing less than full accountability from those who've been elected and appointed to serve them. We commend those provincial governments and municipalities that have already started taking disciplinary action against officials accused of improper conduct and, where appropriate, have reported them to the law enforcement agencies. We are very pleased that this initiative is now underway. All the funds that we have committed must reach their intended recipients and must be put to their proper use. We will take steps to recover all funds that have been stolen or where goods have been overpriced. And it does not matter who has done so. The success of our fight against corruption depends on the involvement of all citizens and all parts of our society. In doing all this, we will also be working with various leaders in society and various social formations to strengthen our efforts to safeguard the precious resources that we need to overcome the disease and to protect our people from its damaging effects. As all South Africans work together to limit transmission and prepare for the peak of infections throughout the country, we are also looking towards the extraordinary measures that will be needed to rebuild our economy. We cannot wait until COVID-19 threat has passed, because the virus will continue to be part of our lives for some time to come. We need to work now on a social compact for economic recovery, growth, and transformation. As government, we are engaging with all social partners on a common economic recovery program that uses every means at our disposal to unlock growth and to create employment and to protect the jobs that we now have. We see a great deal of alignment across the various plans and proposals that have been put forward by various groups in society, and we are building a consensus on the practical measures that we will need to take now and in the coming months. And I will be addressing this matter in the weeks to come. Through working together, we have achieved much as a country in the last few months. We delayed the spread of the virus, saving many lives and giving ourselves time to improve our health response.